Wednesday, July 30th, 2025, Evening Edition. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated News Digest video.
Good evening, dear viewers. I'm your news anchor, Xander Voxius III. Thank you for tuning in to the Future of News, AGNDD intelliReport. We're excited to have you with us here. Assisted by my valued AI-generated colleagues, we scour the web for the latest stories and captivating topics, summarizing them just for you. From Kheer Day in Nepal, a sweet feast to mark, to a jacket that shields like a NASA ark, to Shannon Sharpe's ESPN split, a legal lark, and a calculator that reveals your heart's spark, these stories intertwine, a rhyming embark. Let's dive into the news that shapes our world. Also in the news, Trump allegedly created path for privatizing Social Security. Kimmel Jennings discuss millionaire win, Damon appearance. Revive Therapeutics announces private placement and debt settlement. And now, breaking news. Breaking news. ESPN cuts ties with Shannon Sharpe following settlement of sexual assault lawsuit, AP source says. AP News. Shannon Sharpe will not return to ESPN following a resolved lawsuit alleging sexual assault. Despite denying the accusations, ESPN decided to part ways with the Hall of Fame tight end and broadcaster. Sharpe, known for his TV presence since retiring in 2003, joined ESPN in 2023. White House slams liberal outrage over Sydney Sweeney jeans commercial, Variety. The White House criticized liberal backlash against an American Eagle ad featuring Sydney Sweeney, which plays on great genes with great genes. Critics argue it glorifies white heritage and thinness. White House communications manager Stephen Chung and Megyn Kelly labeled the response as absurd, attributing it to cancel culture. Kamala Harris will not run for California governor, opening door for 2028 run, The Washington Post. Kamala Harris announced she will not run for California governor in 2024, focusing instead on potential political advocacy and a possible 2028 presidential bid. She plans to engage with issues affecting Gen Z and the future of work while helping Democrats regain the U.S. House in upcoming midterms. Verdict reached in murder trial of Colorado dentist accused of fatally poisoning wife. The Independent. James Craig, a Colorado dentist, was found guilty of first-degree murder for poisoning his wife Angela over 10 days. Convicted of multiple charges, including solicitation to commit murder, Craig was sentenced to life without parole. Prosecutors argued he staged her death as suicide, while the defense cited potential suicide.
If you've been enjoying our AGNDD intelliReports and finding them useful, please take a moment now to press like, then click subscribe, and in the drop-down menu select All to get notified of each new video released so you don't miss out on any breaking news. AGNDD intelliReport, the future of news is here.
July 30th in history. July 30th, 1419, First Defenestration of Prague. A crowd of radical Hussites kill 7 members of the Prague City Council. July 30th, 1871. The Staten Island Ferry Westfield's boiler explodes, killing over 85 people.
Famous people born on this day. Diana Vickers. Here is a recap of their Wikipedia page. Diana Vickers, born July 30th, 1991, is an English singer-songwriter and actress known for her success on The X Factor in 2008. Her debut album, Songs from the Tainted Cherry Tree, and its single Once both topped UK charts. Vickers also ventured into acting and fashion design. July 30th, 1979. Graham McDowell, Northern Irish golfer. July 30th, 1984. Trudy McIntosh, Australian artistic gymnast. And now on to today's news.
Business news. Migrant exploiter probe obstruction, dairy farmer Reza Abdul-Jabbar and business face $15K fine, New Zealand Herald. Abdul-Jabbar, a former imam and community leader, was found guilty by the Employment Relations Authority, ERA, of exploiting Indonesian workers by breaching minimum employment standards. He failed to pay minimum wages, unlawfully deducted wages, and provided false evidence during investigations. The ERA condemned his actions as serious and deliberate obstruction. Who's most at risk from Trump's 25% India tariffs and penalty? Financial Post. U.S. President Donald Trump's 25% tariff on Indian exports, effective August 1st, is anticipated to negatively impact various sectors, including electronics, generic drugs, jewelry, and auto components.
Technology news. Scientists create a new online calculator that reveals your heart's age and your risk of heart disease. The Washington Post. A new online calculator estimates your heart's biological age, potentially differing from your chronological age, to assess cardiovascular risk. Developed from the PREVENT equations, it highlights heart health disparities and encourages medical and lifestyle interventions if your heart age exceeds your actual age by 5 years or more. The man who laid the groundwork for the rise of Trump and the death of the media. Daily Signal. Andrew Breitbart was a media pioneer who reshaped the intersection of Hollywood, media, and politics. He recognized the power of celebrity and media bias, challenging liberal narratives. Breitbart's legacy endures through his influence on alternative media and figures like Larry O'Connor, contributing to the rise of Trump and new media dynamics. Science news. Revive Therapeutics announces proposed private placement and debt settlement. Financial Post. Revive Therapeutics Limited announced developments in their innovative therapeutics for critical medical needs. The company is focused on advancing treatments through their specialty life sciences platform. Volibac's electromagnetic shielding jacket creates a NASA-grade Faraday cage around you and your gadgets. Yanko design. Volibac's latest creation is a silver-infused jacket designed to block electromagnetic radiation, borrowing technology from NASA's Mars rover shielding. It offers privacy by blocking signals, has antimicrobial properties, and combines futuristic functionality with classic design. Priced at £2,495, it addresses modern concerns about cybersecurity and health in an increasingly connected world. Jimmy Kimmel and Ken Jennings on tonight's big Who Wants to Be a Millionaire win, and how Matt Damon crashed the show. Variety. Ken Jennings and Matt Damon won $1 million on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. For water.org, a charity promoting global access to safe water. They correctly answered the final question about the word susurrus, with help from host Jimmy Kimmel, who also provided crucial assistance on a $500,000 question.
Today's obituaries. Alan Finney. Brief Wikipedia summary. Alan Finney was an English footballer who played as a winger for Sheffield Wednesday, Doncaster Rovers, and Alfreton Town. Notable for his contributions to Sheffield Wednesday's successes, he also represented England at B and under-23 levels. Finney passed away on the 30th of July 2025, aged 91. George Nye. Brief Wikipedia summary. George Nye, an influential Oklahoma politician, served as governor and lieutenant governor, becoming the first to be re-elected and win all 77 counties. He later led the University of Central Oklahoma and worked in business. Nye's career began as a teacher and legislator, introducing Oklahoma as the state song. Bill Krischer. Brief Wikipedia summary. Bill Krischer, a former American football guard, played for the Oklahoma Sooners, Pittsburgh Steelers, and Dallas Texans. He earned All-American honors in college and was an All-AFL player in 1960. Krischer was also active in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, eventually becoming a regional director. Carmel Muscat. Brief Wikipedia summary. Carmel Muscat, a 63-year-old Maltese Olympic cyclist from the 1980 Games, died in a traffic collision on July 29, 2025, after being trapped by a moving bus. All other people who have died today or yesterday, may peacefully they rest, and may their souls frolic forever in unbounded telesis.
Health news. Scott Bessent admits that Trump just created a backdoor for privatizing Social Security. Fortune. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent's comments about a new children's savings program being a backdoor for privatizing Social Security sparked controversy, contradicting Trump's campaign promises to protect the program. Democrats criticized the remarks as a GOP attempt to privatize Social Security, a politically sensitive issue. Trump officials float plan for Americans to share their medical data more freely, theregister.com. The Trump administration and CMS plan to create a CMS digital health ecosystem with private companies to improve patient access to medical records. Concerns about privacy and security persist. The initiative aims to modernize healthcare systems, enabling patient control over data access, but lacks a formal timeline for implementation. Why Nepal celebrates Kheer Day on Sawn 15th. Discover the sweet tradition and health benefits. nep123.com. Kheer Day, celebrated on the 15th of Sawn in Nepal, honors the traditional dessert kheer, a milk-based pudding symbolizing well-being and heritage. This dish, made with milk, rice, and spices, is believed to offer health benefits during monsoon. Kheer holds religious significance and is a cherished part of Nepali culture. Entertainment news. How bad is it? Trump's war on comedians. The New Yorker. Andrew Marantz and Tyler Foggett discuss American democracy's health with Roy Wood Jr., focusing on CBS's cancellation of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, a critical South Park episode on Trump, and Trump's use of lawsuits to intimidate media critics. Wood argues comedians won't be silenced. Big Brother 27 spoilers, who is probably getting evicted in Week 3. Cinema Blend. In Big Brother Season 27, Week 3, Lauren Domingue regrets her head of household win as she struggles to evict a target. Keanu Soto is safe post-veto, leaving Adrian Rocha, Kelly Jorgensen, and Will Williams on the block. Kelly faces likely eviction unless she wins the BB Blockbuster.
It's Globey here, and let me just say, I'm spinning mad about a few of these so-called headlines bouncing around this planet like some cosmic ping-pong globe. Have you heard the one about Trump allegedly plotting a course to privatize Social Security? Yeah, because turning a fundamental safety net into a Wall Street high-wire act is exactly what this planet needs, right? As if our hard-earned retirement funds are just monopoly money to be shuffled around like we're playing some intergalactic game of The Price is Right. Someone needs to tell these folks that not everything needs to be up for grabs like a clearance sale at your local Star Cluster thrift shop. And speaking of absurd game shows, did you catch Kimmel and Jennings hashing over that millionaire win and Damon's cameo? What's next? A game show called Who Wants to Lose Their Mind Watching Celebrities? I mean, folks, can't we give the spotlight to some issues that actually revolve around the axis of reality for once? How many lifelines do we need before we start focusing on real problems instead of tuning into celebrity shenanigans like they're the new gravitational center of our universe? Oh, and let's not forget Revive Therapeutics making moves with private placements and debt settlements. This one sounds more like a galactic chess game of finance. Instead of flying cars, I suppose we're destined for soaring interest rates. Who knew that playing with numbers could have us orbiting in circles tighter than a hula hoop on a merry-go-round? You know, sometimes I feel like this whole world is just caught in some never-ending cosmic comedy routine, and we're all unwitting extras being cast in the most bizarre sitcom ever produced. Somewhere out there, aliens are probably shaking their little antennae in disbelief at the planet's headlines. For a world that seems so focused on spinning out control, it's high time we started moving in the right direction for a change. That's it from me, Globey. Remember, folks, keep your feet on the ground unless your globe's up in the stars, because at least up there you might just find a planet that's got its act together.
Yeah, now a couple of dad jokes for you. What do you call a female snake? Miss... Why did Mozart kill all his chickens? Because when he asked them who the best composer was, they'd all say, Bach, Bach, Bach.
Thank you for watching this AGNDD intelliReport, dear viewers. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads. And make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.